Okay. So we are live to another MetaMask live developer kind of cooking session, right? So we are doing this kind of like coding session for a while. It's always like monthly, and yeah, it's super excited. This time also with Alejandro. Alejandro, how are you doing today? I'm excited to have you here and build something together.
Yeah, I'm pretty good actually. It's quite fun always to build stuff like in public. So yeah, let's see. We're going to be
Yes,
building
yes.
like a simple AI agent this time. So yeah, but I won't spoil like too much.
Nice. I think someone say you have echo. I can hear you quite well now, but I don't know. Maybe it's on your side, Alejandro, the sound a bit.
Probably. Let me try something. Wait a second.
Sounds good. In the meantime, so for anybody that is still didn't came to our live developer kind of cooking session, so we're basically like building live and coding something from scratch. So if you have any question, feel free to ask in the chat here on the right, and we're more than happy to answer those. So we did different sessions. We used ones with the SDK, the MetaMask SDK. We built a Snap live. We also like planning to do something called basically building a app with delegation with the delegation MetaMask delegation toolkit. So for all the developer hearing us, we're sending a lot of links, and this session is actually quite interesting because we actually like after all the big wave of AI agents, we basically say ourselves, okay, what can we do now? And Alejandro building all the CLI, doing a lot of things, they kind of like deep dive a little bit more into that kind of building an AI agent. And that's kind of like the entire kind of context of why we're doing this. So one thing's, let me share my screen here. So I just want to show you guys. So we're using this, the AI SDK from Vercel. So for anybody that wanna kind of like follow us, this is something that we'll be using. And I'm sharing the links in the chat afterwards. And then this is the repo that we will build on top of it, right? So we basically like taking, Alejandro will take it, and if also like you have this link, you are most able to basically like following us during the demo. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if I'm missing something, Alejandro. I think one thing that we should definitely do is showing like the kind of the output of the demo so that people are expecting, they see what they're expecting for us to build. And apart
Great.
that, I'm excited. Yeah,
Nice. Are you listening to me like well? Good.
I can hear you well now.
Nice.
I'm not sure about the echo. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to add that today I just created a PR to the CLI, so it'll be out like quite soon. It's done right now. Perfect. Then let's
Nice.
see if everything goes well with the CLI. So people
Oh
are
yes.
going to use it, are going to be able to use it like soon. So yeah, basically what we have right here is the application that we're going to be building today. This is a connect wallet button that we have right here. Is using the SDK. And when we connect our wallet to this application, we're going to have a chat right here. Also, we are going to be using, as you mentioned, Francesco, we are going to be using this AI SDK, but specifically, we're going to be using these tools, which are basically like a kind of tooling that you provide the AI to work with. So you create a specific code you want to execute depending on the user prompt. So we're going to be using this to create this application. But
Nice. Question,
let's
Alejandro.
give it a
Why?
look. Yeah.
Why? Just to give an overview, because I was diving a little bit into the ISDK.
Mhm.
Why the Vercel one? Any particular reason why you choose the Vercel one? Is there about kind of like compatibility, more open sourced compared to other kind of AI SDK?
Actually, Vercel has like a lot of experience with this. I know you have heard about B0, but B0 is built on top of this.
Nice,
So basically, they have tested a lot and it
nice.
works like pretty well. Of course, Lisa works well also, and we could do it at another live coding session, but
Oh
using
yeah,
Eliza for sure. But the SDK AI SDK tool from Vercel, it's like
nice.
quite cool. And these, like the tooling, section, it's quite useful because we can create like that dynamic UI. So basically, with this, you are going to be able to create with AI like a specific like generative UI, they call it, I guess.
Mhm, mhm.
So you can generate the
Nice.
AI dynamically. So that's quite fun. That's what we are going to do actually. So yeah, let me show you this. Well, this is the application that we have. This is an AI agent. Let's just say hello. And we're using the OpenAI API key. So basically, this is GPT-4, I think,
Mhm.
or 4.0. I don't know, probably mini. Don't remember, but we can check it later. And yeah, we can ask it like, what's my balance? And it'll check our wallet address and it'll give us like my balance on it. I mean, this is Sepolia. Of course, I am not that rich. Yeah, like let me just change. Are you looking at my wallet right here?
I don't. Yes, I see your wallet. Yes.
Okay, great. Let me just check
This
like
time,
Linea
this time worked.
Sepolia. Great, great. Here it is. And this is my balance. We're connected to Linea, of course, Linea Sepolia.
Yeah.
So we have it. Also, we can like, let me just copy my wallet address from my other account.
If anybody here that need Sepolia testnet ETH for Linea, feel free either to DM us or use the faucet. If you actually are hacking or you act on the ETH Global one, we have the faucet live there. So there is a bunch of way to get some Linea
Yeah,
Sepolia ETH there.
it could be great if someone in the chat they can paste like their wallet address and we can take it and I ask this AI agent to send them
Oh,
some Sepolia, like Linea Sepolia. I could do
let's
that.
see. Let's see
That
who's
that could be
responding first.
fun. Yeah, like Linea Sepolia wallet address, and I will send you one Sepolia. Is there anyone?
I don't know. Let's see. If not, we can use just yours. I know
Yeah, for sure. There is like
Gianni
a
Way, you're right. Yeah.
there is like a small delay, so let's watch. Three, two,
Yeah, here.
one. Okay, you miss
Very
it.
good. You missed the chance.
Yeah. Okay, we can let me know if anyone do it, but let's see.
I can try to send you
Let's
mine. If not, let me get it out. I know. Look, look, look. Someone sent it.
nice,
Silent. There you are. This is how you do
nice.
things. Well done. Well done.
Okay,
That was
you
quick.
won Cephaliate. Nice.
No need for
So
no. Yeah, for faucet. Okay, go for it.
okay, so I can tell it like the amount of it I want to send and the wallet address. So let's do this. And it is going to generate a transaction right here, a transaction button. Basically, we could make the AI to confirm the transaction by itself by creating a wallet client using like the private key and all that. But this way, we give the user to confirm the transaction like manually. Uh, so yeah, basically
Nice.
we have the transaction already done. I can confirm and we have sent the transaction. We could check it. Let me just delete say, oh yeah, here it is, blockchain explorer. And if we paste the hash, we have the status success. So what's the name of the uh, silence? Okay, you got one Sepolia. So yeah, use it well.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Basically, this is what we can do with this. We can add like a lot more uh, tooling to this. Let's see if we have time to add at least one extra tool, just as an extra to this. But let's give it a look to the code. Let's build
Nice.
this.
So just to give a context, basically we are showing here the output of what we are building, and we send over also the repo that you can follow us. in terms of like building with us. And
Yep.
I think this is always a good way to show like the output here. And feel free always to ask question in the meantime. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is in testnet, not just when it's like that.
Exactly.
I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich. It's linear Cephalonia. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so yes. Let me just
Oh, we want to basically make it a little bit bigger, probably.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait a second. Um,
Let me also share for the people joining now. So this is
nice.
yeah, this is basically the repo that we're taking, like the wallet agent tree in the Consensys repo. I will send it.
Awesome. So yeah, what we have right here is the same like the starter kit, but the application that we just saw. But this one doesn't have anything, not even the button or the tools. We're going to be building it like quite okay, quite fast. Probably let me just share my whole screen. I will be moving between like
It's a good
my
idea,
code
yeah.
editor. Yeah, yeah. So that way people can like give it a look to everything and then just right
Nice.
here.
Any
This
specific
is
code
done.
editor that you're recommending?
I use Cursor actually. This one right here like has like a lot of AI implementation. We have a chat right here that I use a lot because here in the chat we have these things right here, so we can add context to the model that we want to use. So probably we can take like all the components that we have on our application, like in our code, and it is going to have all the information about the project. So I think it's actually quite cool and pretty useful. Of course, I use it a lot to write readmes
Nice.
because I add like the whole code and then I say it like, okay, please create a readme taking into account that my code does this, and that, and it's
Yes.
actually quite fun.
And you're connecting Cursor with GPT API, or how does it work?
Actually, I pay for Cursor, so
Okay,
I
okay.
use
Directly. Yeah.
yeah, the Cursor AI. I think this one is GPT
Is
for
it
all,
based? I see
but
it. Yeah.
here we have like Cursor small and all that. So
Yep.
yeah, you can select
Sounds good.
whatever you want. But yeah, it's quite cool. I think it's good. I know there are like different um AI code editors, but Cursor has been like super famous and popular
Nice.
nowadays. So yeah, but yes.
Nice.
So let's see. Let's give it a look first. What we are going to do right here, we have a WACMI configuration. Let's just give it a look to the package.json just to make sure what we are going to be using. I have installed SOT, but we're not going to use it right now. WACMI for sure, we're going to be using WACMI to connect to MetaMask by using the SDK. VM, because with VM we are going to create like public clients and wallet clients in case if needed, Tailwind for styling and React Next.js. All these, I think this is and the AI SDK for sure uh from Vercel. So yeah, we have this, and the first thing that we are going to do is to create a wallet, a public client. So we're going to import it, but first let's say const public client, and we are going to create public client, and we are going to import it from VM. And we're going to use Linea Cephalonia. Let me export this. So
So the
this
question
way we're,
here,
yeah, yeah.
where can I find this code so I can put in my wallet? Silence, like we are following this the repo here from Alejandro, and you can actually like take it from here and follow us if you want to build it together.
Yep, yep, yep.
So go for it, Alejandro.
Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, basically this way we're going to be creating like this public client right here, because with this we can start interacting. Let me wait a second. And let's
Let
see
us know
this
in the
method.
comment, yeah, if the screen is big enough, right? If the we need
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
do it bigger in case.
please. So yeah, like in the public client, we have like different methods like get balance and stuff like that and start transactions. So yeah, let's start doing it. We have exported this already. So basically what we are going to do next is to come here to the tools. And here we have like the example tool that we have right here. This is coming from the AI SDK, and we are going to start creating our tools. The first one that we have to create is like the get balance tool. So we can tell it like, this is the description, uh, get the balance of the connected wallet. This one can work. And we have parameters. How this works, basically, when you prompt the AI with a question, you say like, what's my balance? The AI will receive like your connected wallet, the connected wallet address as the parameter we are going to use for this function right here. So it'll see, okay, you have connected your wallet. This is your address. I am going to get the balance of this wallet address. So we get the parameter right here. We're going to use inside here. So yeah, let's say address, which is going to be the parameter. And here we're going to call it the address of the user. I think that's okay. Say address, and here we can say balance tool and call it balance tool. So nice. Return. Yes. Basically this and this we're going to import. Basically what we did right here, let me explain a bit. Basically what we did was we changed the description of what the tool is going to do. We get the parameter, we add the types for the parameters. In this case, address is going to be a string. And we describe it like this is the address, let's say like the wallet address of the user. And this is the code that we are going to execute. This parameter that we get right here is the one that we are announcing here. So with this parameter, we're going to get the balance from the address and we're gonna check it. Okay, this is the first tool that we are going to create, but to use it, we'll need to come right here and create a wallet button. This wallet button, it's going to be created. Let me just do this like use client because we're going to be, I think this is server component. Let me just check everything is okay by doing that. Yep, it is. Let me just close this. And we're going to create a new component. So let's say connect button, and this is going to be a, we're going to return a button. Wait a second. So first, let's import like like the use connect hook from. Wait a second, from WACME. Let me just come import disconnect from WACME. Disconnected doesn't come from here. But we are going to need the disconnected, but this come from the use account from WACME. And right here, we're gonna get, this is like the easiest way to create a connect wallet button. This is actually when you start a project with the CLI, you're gonna get already like this button created, so you don't have to do this. Right now, it's basically for educational purposes, but yeah. So we're gonna get like the is connected, the address, and the connect. Also, we want to call like the disconnect hook, use disconnect from WalkMe, and we're going to call it right here. So great. Right now we can start implementing our button right here, and we can say this. Wait a second. We're going to need a fragment right here, but wait a second.
So just for context, for the people hearing us, we're just following the GitHub repo initial setup, right?
Yeah.
Question, Leandro, like now we are basically like editing our our page subfile, right? What's kind of like the
Yep.
anatomy of the app, right? We have obviously the app, like just for the people understanding like the structure of this app
Yep.
in Cursor. We have the app, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, what we have right here, we have like the main Next.js structure for the uh, server components. We are using like the app router from Next.js. So what we have right here inside of the app directory, we have like our whole application. We have the page, the layout, the global CSS that we're going to be using, and of course, this API right here. I didn't talk about this API, but in Next.js, inside of the app directory, you can create an API directory that contains like different routes. So these routes are going to act as a API endpoint. So we have an endpoint, which is API slash chat that will communicate directly to OpenAI. We're using GPT 4.0 in this case. So we have added like the system prompt and all that. Sorry. So yeah, this is like the main structure. Also, we have this AI folder right here that contains the tools. Basically, if we come right here to the documentation of these tools, they tell us to create this folder right here in the to generate the tools. But yeah,
Nice. Makes sense. Yes.
basically that. So yes, this is like the main structure of the application that we have right here. So yeah,
Nice. Super
let's
useful. Thanks. Thanks
do
for
that.
this clarification. Yeah, there is one
Nice.
good blog post on the anatomy of the DApp that everyone should actually check before even like a deeping
Yeah,
dive in changing the files. We'll check it.
nice. Let me just do this and disconnect. We need the connector right here, I guess. And we need to import it from. Nice. Okay, basically what we are doing right here is creating the connect button. Uh, let's say we are connected, disconnect, and let me add right here like the address. So that way we can check the address. And right here, what we can do is to get like is connected. We're going to copy that and we're going to paste it right here. And silence, I think it's the one that got like the it. He can confirms or they can confirm if they got the fully IA. So that way,
Oh yeah, yeah, it would be great if you can confirm that silence.
yeah, connect button. And here we're going to wait a second. We haven't checked the chat, but also what we have right here. This is basically we have already a connect wallet button. Let's give it a look to the local host. We have this connect, and this works. When we connect, we can check the disconnect button right here and the wallet address. We can disconnect, right? Can we? We should. Disconnect button. Let me just check right here. Yep. Okay. Is this connect? This should be working. I don't know, but it always happened like the easiest things always. But whatever. What we wanted to do is to check that this is working. We are connecting to our wallet address. So uh, we have the application working right here. Also, that we have right here is a chat uh, component. This chat component creates like the whole UI for the input, where you type what you want to talk to the AI, the button to send the transaction, uh, the use chat hook that comes from the AI React. This way, actually, this is also why building with the AI SDK is so easy, because they provide you with everything. Usually,
Nice.
when you create like a chat, you have to handle like the inputs from the user, like check what the user is typing, then get the information, send it to the API and stuff like that. In this case, using the Versal AI SDK, we can call this
Correct.
use chat hook.
Nice.
And with this, we have the handle submit function, handle input change, like the input itself, which is going to be the place we're going to be writing the whole stuff, the messages, and if it's loading. So this way, we can create like a whole, I mean, this component right here, you can see it, it's like a bit large. We have like 100 lines of code, but this was super fast to create because it was only just take the
Sounds good.
input, the handle sharing, handle
Yeah.
submit, and so that's quite
We
nice.
have
So
we have a couple of questions, by the way.
yeah,
What's the difference between testing on Sepolia and testing on Linea? I mean, we're literally like it's the same thing, right? We're basically using Linea. We're deploying this agent on Linea testnet, right? So that's
yeah,
I don't know if you want to add anything, but when mainnet obviously will be live, we can also do these demos on mainnet, but will be more
yeah.
expensive.
I mean,
Um,
yeah,
and
we'll need
Satoshi also,
more.
yeah, go for it.
We will need like more lineage for that.
Oh
In
yes,
this,
yes, yes, yes.
we're using Sepolia because of course it's like the test net, so you can go to faucets and get Sepolia or come early to these live coding sessions so we can use our AI agent to
This is
to,
actually was
to
good.
send this
So at
one.
the beginning, optimism, because you just chime in, like we basically like asked for anybody who was the first giving us our Sepolia Linea testnet ETH address, and we basically used the agent that we're building right now to send some Linea testnet ETH. So
Okay.
that's good, yeah.
Yeah. I have another idea. First, we give someone like one linear it, Sepolia to test. The first one was working. Now at the end, we can test this one by sending
Oh,
one
that's actually a good
Sepolia to
idea.
another person. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's give it a look.
Also, last question here. I just want to know which SDK for AI are we using? So we're using the Vercel one. I'm sending you the link here. So it's actually quite straightforward. Those Vercel one. Let me quickly take over so we're basically optimism. So we are taking this the wallet agent repo from Alejandro, and also we're testing this with the TypeScript AI toolkit here. So that's something that you definitely like want to try it out, and you can also recheck at the beginning because we kind of said why this and why kind of we decided on this, and now basically we're building this demo and we're following the repo that Alejandro, and we are now editing the page TypeScript one.
Yes. Right now, what I am doing is just adding some styling to this. So yeah, we can we can just center all this. So yeah, basically what we did, just a quick recap. We have created this tool right here that basically gives you the public the balance from the connected wallet address. If you see right here, we have a message from the AI telling that you have connected your wallet successfully. Your wallet address is. Let's just check also if it's working. Let's say hello. Let's say hello to the live coding session. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live coding session. That's great. Okay,
Nice.
working. Now that we can know it's working, we can ask it like, let's say, what's my balance? And it should tell me that I have, first of all, let's wait a second. I think I have saved it. We have the tooling. Oh, wait a second. Let me just check right here. Okay, yes. There is the thing that here we do not have. Let me just check that. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, display balance. This should be working. Let me, what's my wallet address? Let me just check if it's loading or I guess it's stuck. Let me just, what's my balance? I guess it is stuck. Hello.
Haha. So this the beautiful things of this live coding session that the demo gods need to be with us, right?
Yeah, always happens. Always happens. Yeah, I think it is. Let me just check the console. What do we have right here? Tool invocation must have a result. Probably let me just check the tools. Balance tool. Okay, let me just check the chat right here because we are calling tool name display balance. That's the thing. That this, I think the tool name is balance and not display balance. Let's call it display balance. Okay, let's reload this.
You also,
What?
if you also in the chat you find a bug, feel free also to comment. Huh?
Yeah, but there it is.
Nice.
I guess. Yeah.
So it's just the name of the function there.
Yeah. It's loading balance, but okay, 500. Do not know how to realize. Okay, that's one thing. Probably because what we are getting right here is we're receiving a big int. So basically what we want to do is to instead of returning like directly the balance that we have right here, we can create the balance right here and we have a tool right here in the library. Let me just check in the utils. We don't, but we're going to get it from the repo that we have created because it's done there. It's come right here. What it's happening is that what we get from the wallet is a big int, and of course JavaScript. Okay, no, yeah, it doesn't know how to work with big int, but the function that we need to get is not coming from the utils, it's coming from VM. So let's say return, yeah, format ether from VM, and then we send the balance. So this way, it's working what I wanted. check is how we are returning it right here. Yeah, we have format ether and we send the balance like balance. Great. We're gonna do it that way. Just to make sure that we follow the same structure that we have done. And this is perfect. It is going to work right now. So let's reload that and let's say, what's my balance? And there it is, it works. Okay, basically we were not formatting the begin that we received from the wallet. So we need a VM has this function right here, which is format ether, which help us formatting the balance to create it like a readable number for JavaScript. So that was the error. So great, we have our chat working. We can create like the second tool that we are going to create, which is the one that sends a transaction. Here is Copilot helping a lot. Let me just do this. We have the parameters. I'll wait before doing that. But what we have right here is like the descriptions and transaction, the same that we did before. We have the parameters. In this case, we need the wallet address, which is going to be the one we are going to be sending the ETH and the amount of ETH that we want to send. So where are we going to get this parameter? We're going to get it from the prompt of the user. The user is going to say something like, okay, I want to send one ETH to, and then paste the wallet address. We're going to get it from there. Well, the AI is going to get it from there. Then we do this like execute. And what we do right here, we do not need, and we are not going to write a contract actually. Probably we're not going to use the public client for this because what we are going to do, actually what we want to do right here, instead of processing anything, what we want to do, because we're not going to let the AI to handle the transaction itself, we want to create to retrieve like a connect button for us to handle the transaction in this case. So that way we can just confirm it on our code. So basically we are going to return this. We're going to return to E amount, basically. So let me explain you this. Is there any question? Do you see any question on the chat?
For now, I'm just seeing Johnny Base, you're following, so that's actually good. And I think Optimism had the question on the SDK, the AI SDK, and we kind of like responded. Yeah, and for anybody that is joining, we're following this the repo here from Alejandro that we sent before, and you can just follow that and ask question. We are now on the second step, so we basically like build the agent that is you can basically prompt what is my balance, and is actually getting the balance. And now we're basically building the second function here.
Yes. Just a recap, we have tools that we can create. These tools are going to be used by the AI. We're not going to use it. The AI is the one that's going to come right here and check what tools they have in this file right here. And they say, okay, you're asking me for a transaction. Do I have a transaction tool? Then they look and it's going to check, okay, I have this one, and it's going to execute the function that we have right here. So yes, in this case, we're only going to return the wallet address you want to send the transaction to and the amount, because what we are going to generate right here, when you get the send transaction tool name, we're going to generate a button dynamically to send the transaction to a specific wallet address and with a specific amount that the user specifies. I think this should be working already. This I explained this like a bit fast. If there is anyone with any question, well, they can just share it on the chat. Okay, we're going to need another Cephalonia, linear Cephalonia wallet address to test this and check if it's working. So if there is anyone in the chat who wants to share their wallet address and get one Cephalonia, linear Cephalonia, that could be nice.
Feel free to post it in the chat.
Yeah. Let's wait a second. There is like a delay.
Oh, you think there is a latency on the chat?
Yeah. It's probably like 5 or 10 seconds. I don't know. Something like that. Let's I will have my other wallet ready just in case anyone wants my Linea Cephaliae.
Silence already was smart enough to push the
Again?
address again.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, come on. I think there is a couple of people in the chat here. Optimism, Jean-Yves, that you wanna also share your account address.
I'm typing. Send 0. I mean, I can send one, but if it's for myself, I will only send 0.001.
Yeah,
If
you can use also your other wallet.
yeah. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. There is no silence again. Nah. Okay, I will use my own wallet address. So send 4 2. Perfect. So let's see. Okay. Okay. The transaction to send has been successful in if okay. Let's send the transaction. Great. I think this is good. And yeah, we have uh, the hash right here, the transaction hash. And let's check the wallet. Yes, we have it. We have get it. And then
Nice.
check the activity. Yes, perfect. Let me just go to Cephalonia, Lineas. Yeah, here. And just to make sure that everything went well, which it is because I received it. So here it is, success. So we have a wallet agent that can, if you connect a wallet, you can request your balance, and also you can also send a transaction to another wallet address. And yeah, in this case, again, I think I already said this, but we are generating a button that's going to confirm the transaction. We're not letting like the AI to confirm the transaction for you. We could do it by using a wallet client and using your private key. But in this case, I think it's also good because you're letting the user to handle the transaction by themselves. Like, okay, I want to confirm the transaction myself and check if I'm sending it to the right address or whatever. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if there is like another questions on the chat.
There is Jean, they wrote like his address after a couple of attempts. I don't know if we want to try it out, Alejandro, with his
Okay,
address.
yeah, let's try it. Gian. Okay. Send let's send it one. If two, let's do it again.
This is a good question, actually, from Silence. Like, can this AI agent do cross-chain transfer as well?
It could actually we probably need to handle it in the back, but actually it could do it. Basically, what we did right here is to send a transaction. Actually, we could send any. Well, wait a second. Because the thing is that we are connected to Linea. on the WACME that config
Mhm.
file.
You probably
So,
want to, yeah, you
but
need
if
to
you
use
want,
something like layer 0 on the top or something, right? That basically is
yeah,
bridging on the background. You will have like the bridge, like layer 0 is bridging automatically the yeah, basically the transaction from a linear to another layer 2 specifically, right? And the agent will show only the output. And
exactly,
actually, this is a good input optimism. And maybe if you use CCIP with agent, I think that could be also an option. I don't know if you
exactly.
tested out Alejandro CCIP. It's actually very
I,
interesting too.
no, I haven't. But actually, yes, of course, these, what basically you have to do, probably, you have to handle the cross chain transaction here. Probably, if you can create a tool, a specific tool that check if the transaction you want to perform is a cross chain transaction, and then handle it like using a layer zero stuff or whatever you need to use uh, to perform like the cross chain transaction. So yeah,
Yes.
okay. So I think we have sent another Linux affiliate to a viewer. So that's great. We have sent two. Click confirm the reception. I mean,
Nice.
I can confirm it. I have now less. I have three lineage. I'm yeah. I
Getting
have less
how many
money
live
now.
coding session can we do then? Couple of like another 2 months and then we're out. No, no, joking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, let's see if there is another
No, I really
question.
appreciate those questions. Yeah, these are.
Yeah,
I mean, the cross chain is a very interesting kind of like question, right? I think. I mean,
yeah.
what are kind of like the next agent feature that you think are valuable for people to implement? I think sending a transaction. I think even delegating like your account kind of like ownership for sending a transaction might be also cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to do a next live coding session using delegation toolkit. So
Oh
that
yeah,
way, you're going to be able to delegate your wallet to probably the AI agent you're building. So that way, you won't have to confirm the transactions yourself on your wallet. But probably with that AI agent, we're going to see how Chin approaches this. But uh, probably you want the AI agent to confirm, like to make questions before sending the transaction itself. Like, okay, we want to send the previous messages where I explain you like the wallet address you want to send the transaction to and the amount of ether you want to send to that wallet address. In that way, you can say, yeah, confirm, and the AIA will perform like the transaction by itself. But yeah, uh, that's
nice.
it's actually quite good. In this one that we have right here, you have like a lot of wallet interactions that you can create by using VM and WACME, and you could create different tools. Like you could deploy a smart contract. I've been trying that. It's actually quite nice. You could. The thing is that if you want to deploy a smart contract, you will need to send it like the ABI and the bytecode. So probably you need to compile uh, the smart contract before. So, I mean, you are going to be able to deploy a smart contract, but you previously are going to need to compile your smart contract, get the bytecode, and get the ABI probably. So yes,
Nice,
I did
nice.
receive one lineage. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, it's a good idea also, like, for people to get some kind of like dev coding session faucet
Yeah,
things. That's awesome. No, sounds good. I think also like if you have any idea that we're almost coming on time, if you have also an idea of other type of like live coding session, we did in the past like this kind of like marketplace DApp. We were thinking to build some on-chain attestation registry. I think this agent is super kind of like also helpful. I think delegation toolkit. So we'll bring also like our favorite like DevRel for delegation toolkit Shintaka. I will also come
yeah,
and present and build something maybe also with you, Alejandro, on how we can delegate some specific action that are called caveats. And
yeah,
I think there are different things. And I mean, it's quite straightforward, right? Like in our MetaMask developer docs, We have stuff from SDK to delegation toolkit to build a snap. There is a lot of different things, and even like the CLI with SDK, Alejandro, is super exciting. I think
Yeah.
we'll start building examples with this CLI also that people can actually fork and use it. And one thing to say is that if you also want to check out the docs, I'm putting here our MetaMask developer docs that you can actually check it out. We actually have also one question here: what faucet should be using? I think yeah, the Infura one is working. If you go also on the Linea docs, there is a faucet. If you
Yeah.
are also participating to the ETH Global Hackathon, there is an ETH Global Hackathon like faucet specifically. And we will send also some links. Also, like one of the best ways also join the Linea Discord. I think we can also push somewhere the invite link. And there is actually like a faucet bot that you can actually ask directly in the faucet channel. But also like we're super reachable, right? You can just DM
Yeah.
us on Telegram, on Twitter, and ask us for testnet ETH. And I think that's a little bit it, right? We are right now. I mean, there is the ETH Global Agenton happening, right? There is the Safe Hackathon also. That is happening right now. We have also the Linea Developer Cook-Off that actually like is pinned out yesterday. We can actually share the link. If you go on the HackQuest, let me share my screen so that we have actually some people go and check it out. Um, so if we're going on the HackQuest, we can explore the hackathon. And there is one hackathon here called Linea Developer Cook-Off. So this is a 10K prize that we are running every month with different partners. And this time also we're running this AI agent kind of sub hackathon for meme coin AI agents and specific things. And you can also submit your agent here. And I think it's a good also opportunity to test out your skills, building some specific things. And here is we just posted in the chat. So I think that's also a good opportunity. Also, we are working on and this is super exciting, on a MetaMask like kind of developer cook-off session. And this is also a monthly virtual hackathon with 5K, and is all about MetaMask SDK. I don't know if you want to kind of tease a little bit like what it's all about, Alejandro, because that's super exciting.
Yeah, that will be quite cool. But there is a comment in the chat, Francesca, you need an AI agent to manage all your open tabs. I think
Yeah,
that's a
look.
consensus, though.
Yeah. I try to use the tab groups, but sometimes this is bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The MetaMask, the cook-off will be like actually quite cool. We have like prepare something really nice. We have different ideas for you to build with the SDK for sure. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. I actually ready. We'll see when we publish it. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So feel free also to reach out for that. So I think that's quite straightforward. And yeah, thanks everyone. I think this was why quite quick, but also like very deep 1 hour session. I think this is also bringing concrete things. It's not just speaking very high level. We're actually building
Yeah.
something with you, and you can ask questions, and we're building it from scratch. And we're also sharing the repo so that you can actually like as assignment, even like going home now and taking the repo and trying to fork it and building your agent. And it's quite basic, right? We literally ask the agent to fetch the balance, right, and then
Yep.
sending transaction. But I think also in the future we will see more of those kind of like agent helping kind of like structure those asks from the users, consumers, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, sounds
And
good.
also
And go for it.
if you have any idea or if you wanna if you need help like on your project or doing whatever, you can just reach out and yeah, we'll be
Yes.
around.
Yes. The first point of contact is MetaMask docs. So you can go on the MetaMask doc, check on the SDK on the delegation toolkit side, and also we're working on basically revamping all our slash developer page with all these kind of like last live coding sessions. And then more tutorials will come. We're working on that, and we're super excited for that. And for the people that are coming to Denver, we're also like running a builder night, so focus on builders, and one of the panel will be only on AI agents. So that's actually quite exciting. So this kind of post Spectra AI agent narrative. So we're excited about that. Awesome. And I think we're seeing each other probably next month, Alejandro, with Shintaka on the delegation toolkit side, and exciting to see more. And thank you so much again
Yeah.
for everyone on the background to helping us coordinating this.
Thank you. Thank you.